We start with the latest in Texas, though. That's where Governor Greg Abbott is calling for the arrest of Texas Democrats who left the state in order to block a vote to redraw the congressional map there. President Trump is urging Texas Republicans to reshape the districts in order to flip 5 U.S. House seats ahead of next year's midterms. The president said in a phone interview on CNBC this morning that his party is entitled to those seats.
You notice they go to Illinois for safety, but that's all gerrymandered. California's gerrymandered. We should have many more seats in Congress in California. It's all gerrymandered. And we have an opportunity in Texas to pick up 5 seats. We have a really good governor, and we have good people in Texas. And I won Texas. I got the highest vote in the history of Texas, as you probably know. And we are entitled to 5 more seats.
CBS News correspondent Nidia Kavasos joins us now from our Los Angeles bureau. Nidia, very good to see you. What kind of legality, if any, can Governor Abbott call for the civil arrests of these Democrats?
Nancy, Governor Greg Abbott can call for the arrest of these Democratic members that fled the state, but he doesn't have jurisdiction beyond his own state line. So while arrest warrants were issued, they can't necessarily be enforced if these members remain in the state of Illinois, which is what they said that they will continue to do so.
Yeah, they're talking about all kinds of consequences and threats here. But meantime, those Democratic state representatives, they still remain in Illinois. They say they will stay there for quite some time. So what happens now?
These Democratic members have said that they will remain in the state of Illinois for at least 2 more weeks, which is the duration of this special session. And while at some point they will have to go back to their own state of Texas, they say that for now, this is helping them raise awareness, bring national attention to this issue. And some of these representatives are saying that they're hoping that other blue states will also join the fight and retaliate against the state of Texas in their own way by redistricting their own congressional districts within their blue states.
And Nidia, we are talking to you from Los Angeles. You're in California there, where Governor Newsom says his state could also redraw its congressional districts, this in an effort to benefit Democrats. So what is the latest on that front?
Governor Newsom has said that he himself and his team are very much involved in the ongoing conversations with their state representatives and some congressional Democrats in drafting maps. And these maps will soon be released, according to some of the sources we've been speaking to. Now, Governor Newsom has underscored that California will only move forward if and only if Texas does end up approving these GOP drawn maps. But for California, the process would look different, and he stresses that he wouldn't necessarily do away with the independent commission that the state of California does, and ultimately it does come down to voters. And so this process for California would involve a special election that would be called on November 4th. But again, Newsom says this will only happen if Texas moves forward with its plan.
All right, Nidia Kavasos, thank you so much for joining us. And earlier, CBS News election law contributor and executive director at the Center for Election Innovation and Research, David Becker, spoke to our Errol Barnett about the real impact these growing redistricting battles could have on everyday Americans.
You heard the Texas state representative, the Republicans, say their job was to maintain U.S. House control for the Republicans. And that's not really what their job is supposed to be. The United States House is supposed to be the people's house. We have to remember, although these lines are being drawn, there are people within those lines. There are people who think they know who represents them, who know who they can petition if they need something from their government. And this constant shifting around of the lines effectively makes these people pawns where they don't really know who's going to represent them, all in the aim of maybe getting an additional seat and holding on to power in a very narrowly divided United States House. And so the Democrats apparently now feel like they have no choice. And I can certainly understand that, given what Texas is about to do, what some other Republican-led states are about to do at the behest of the president.